Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. Thank you to all of you who come here to connect with me, to connect with Spirit, coming to gain clarity, receive answers to questions, coming to connect with your guides and to hear back from them. Thank you for allowing me to bring you these messages. I'm taking a look at your messages, Gemini, for the month of June. Now, with the passing eclipse and full moon, the focus for those energies were particularly in the area of relationship for you. So I'm really curious to see what comes out for you today. Okay, now I'm sure you know the whole spiel. You watch other readers, other tarot readers. You know how this goes. It's a general reading. It might not fit for everyone. You need to tap into your intuition so that you can be clear on how the roles fit and what may or may not be for you. Okay? These messages are to serve and not to hinder. I am a intuitive reader. I'm a no tools medium, so I channel most of my message through Spirit. Everything that I'm sharing with you in this reading is from Spirit. Okay? Even when it seems as though I'm sharing a personal opinion, I have no bias, I have no judgment in your situation. It is what it is. Allow yourself to take a few minutes, a few deep breaths, and you can pause if you want to do that. Breathe into your core, allow yourself to settle into your intuition and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this message, to help you to be clear on what is for you and what is not, even if you have a natural tendency to shut things out or to say, oh no, that's not me. Set that intention and allow yourself to move through this reading and any other reading in that way. Okay, use your intuition. You know your story. I've already blessed this space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west, their sacred flame is burning, and you have entered a sacred circle. My readings are channeled, and automatically I send healing towards you and clarity. So I really do appreciate the energy exchange. For those of you who have contacted me for readings, thank you, bless you. For those of you who have commented on my readings and shared your experience, whether the message resonates or not, I really appreciate it. Your likes, your subscription is so appreciated. Helping this channel to grow is awesome because it gives other people access to this information too. So please, if you have a moment and you like my energy anywhere during this reading, allow yourself to click that like button and subscribe, because it does not only assist my channel, but it assists, most importantly, those other people out there who need to get their messages. Okay. Now, we're looking at love for you, Gemini. Sometimes other things come through. Spirit wants me to share messages with you about other things, and I will do so. I will clarify that. I'm very clear, direct, and I don't sugarcoat. So if you are looking for those light and fluffy readings, there's nothing wrong with that. There are many other readers that would happily give you that, share that with you. You can pick it up in the first few minutes. That is what you are going to get. So you're welcome to go there. But if you want real, then enjoy. Okay. Gemini, thank you, Spirit. Welcoming once again and giving thanks to my guides and keepers. We are looking at love for Gemini and anything else that you want to bring through, Spirit. Spirits of air, fire, water, and earth. Particularly of air for Gemini, but also the others, because you can have your sign in other areas for your moon sign. So let's take a look at what's happening for you. I want to do this month's reading slightly differently, guys. I want to look at, firstly, the masculine's energy and then the feminine's energy now. When I say the masculine, I'm referring to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. If you are not particularly aware of what that may be, sometimes whether you have, it's not about genitalia, it's about your energy. Sometimes the woman can have a more masculine energy and the male can have a more feminine energy in the energy and that you bring to the relationship dynamic. Whatever feels right for you, go with that. Okay, so we are looking at the masculine. We are looking at the masculine energy in the situation, and we're looking at what their current energy is at the moment. Now, Gemini, if you are the masculine in this situation, or your masculine is the other person, then this is the energy. Okay, take it as it fits. There is a commitment here. There is a commitment here that is in the process of coming to finality, to an end, or has come to an end fairly recently. Divorce papers have been signed, or the actual plan has been put into process. Lawyer has been seen. That is happening, and you are drawing closer to the second half of this process, which means you are drawing to the energy of completion. It's not been easy. You've had a lot of strong opinions being voiced through friends, family, and this person because of this commitment needing to come to an end. You've really had to stand your ground. I'm actually proud to see that you have done that, Gemini, and this is if you are the masculine. If you are not and your person is the masculine, then this is good news for you. They have stood their ground. Please know that they are dealing with a lot at the moment. If this person's been quiet, they've been wanting to communicate, I can see that, but there's been so much chatter, so much communication around this commitment coming to a close, that's all they've been able to focus on at the moment. Lots of friends and family have a lot to say about this. Okay. Now we're looking at the feminine's energy. Now, if you are the feminine, then this is your energy. Okay. You saw this relationship in a particular light. Certain things have happened, possibly around this masculine and this commitment that needed to close out, that was not happening in accordance to what you felt was right, and you removed yourself from that situation. But you haven't removed yourself to move on to another situation or into another situation. This is for the feminine, right? Or your feminine has not done that. You might think that your feminine has moved from the situation with you to go elsewhere, to another relationship or another dynamic. That is not the case. Your feminine has really gone within to search through what this relationship dynamic between the two of you has brought up. There is a lot that the feminine in this dynamic knows is misunderstood, is hidden, needs to come out. And there is a lot that the feminine now realizes was unknown or was kept hidden. The feminine in this dynamic is at a place now through a lot of searching and realizing there's a lot that she doesn't know and that maybe she'll never know, because it seems like the masculine, like I said, there's not a lot of communication. All of the talk is around this closing of a cycle that needs to take place here and this closing of a commitment, which is not easy for him. He's really going against a lot of his codependence, attachment, ego, fears. He's pushing against a lot of it to close the cycle. So it's not easy for him, and I don't think for many of you, most of you, in fact, Spirit is saying he's not communicated with this. You don't actually know that. You don't know the details here. Some who might have previously believed it's the right thing for him to leave this commitment might even have been questioning it with him, you know, trying to put doubt in his mind as to whether or not he shouldn't just stay in the situation, because it is what it is, and it's what he knows, and it's content. It has this image of being content, even though it's not. For him, it's become very difficult to be in this situation. There's a lot that you don't know about this masculine's feelings, or if you are the masculine, there's a lot that your feminine doesn't know about your feelings. You know this. You might feel that you've expressed how important your feminine was to you, but really you didn't. She doesn't know how important you are. So please, I'm speaking like this, but you need to make it fit the way that it fits, okay? For the feminine in this dynamic, she's faced with the choice. And if she's not faced with the choice yet, it's there, it's underlining, and she will be faced with it. As the feminine, there is the choice of, do I move towards something new? Do I take an opportunity that takes me completely away from this dynamic? Do I still keep a little bit of the door open, or do I shut it completely? And in this choice that the feminine is facing, there is so much more. It is so much more than just, do I completely move on? Or what energy is it that I need to hold when it comes to this relationship? You know, it's about the energy. And the feminine has also come to a place in this dynamic, or in her own life, where she's been making a lot of good choices. So if you're the feminine, you've been making a lot of good choices. You've been having good quality time with the people that you do have in your life that do contribute in a positive way. You've not been sitting around sort of in darkness. You've really been still contributing in this powerful way, in the workplace. I get this energy of communal, like sharing beautiful energy, having lots of laughs, still sharing of your light. Even though internally you on a daily basis have to choose between, for many of you, feminine, this choice is not so much, do I close the door to this dynamic or do I leave it open? And it is more a matter of, do I hold myself connected to what is happening in the 5D and not really focus on what's happening in the 3D? Do I pretend that this connection doesn't even exist? Do I pretend that I'm not still hoping that this person, do I hold space for him? What Spirit is saying to me for the feminine, if it is you watching, allow yourself to lean into whatever your divine feminine would do. The part of you that is soul, the part of you that is pure unconditional love, the part of you that has no expectation, lean into that. Allow yourself to send powerful, positive vibration in your masculine's direction, regardless of what decision he makes. Independent of that, you know that your love comes from a pure place. Send that whenever you think of him. Don't allow yourself to think about the what is and what not and what has happened and so forth. That's the advice. For the masculine, if you're the one watching, Spirit is saying, I need to let you know that you need to stop speaking to these people about your business. Stop having these discussions with this person that you are trying to end this commitment with, or you are in the process of ending this commitment with, because you think it's going to make it easier for this person if they have a better understanding. It is, you need to detach from that. How they're experiencing this and how they choose to perceive it is their choice. You cannot micromanage their experience. Stop having these discussions. Focus on why you are making the decision you are making, and only honor yourself in that, and stop speaking to who you consider to be friends, because you can't fully trust them. They're going to project their stuff onto you. That is what Spirit is saying. Okay. You know, take it or leave it. It's guidance from Spirit. It's your choice. Now we're going to take a look at what is going on for the two of you. In this month, what can we expect for Gemini in love for the month of June? What can we expect? Let's see what comes through for you, Gemini. You holding your person in your heart space. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What can we expect for Gemini in love for the month of June with the person that they are holding their attention upon at this moment? Ooh, lots of newness, lots of new beginnings here. Ooh. Wow. I'm getting excited. I'm liking the energy that's coming through here. Okay. Now, let's see. There is a new generation of energy in this dynamic. There is a new perspective on love. There is a new flow of emotion and love from the heart space when it comes to the both of you. Not only from the heart space, passion too. The two of you might have, what I'm seeing is that in the past, whoever the person is that needed to come towards, that needed to close off a commitment in order to come towards this relationship, or felt that they wanted to because this is where they want to be, felt felt like they didn't have a choice but to accept that this is their lives, that they can never do this and they can never move forward, and they've just got to accept it. What I'm sensing is that someone in this dynamic, Spirit says both people felt that they needed to cut off as much as they could, or close the flow in the connection between the two of you when it comes to, because there was intense emotion and there was a lot of passion here, and the valves were closed, I suppose, for you guys to cope, because the person that was supposed to, there was someone in this dynamic just paused. There was a pause that took place here. I need to gather myself is what I'm hearing. I need to gather myself. I don't know what's happening. I need to gather myself. This is a lot to deal with, and I feel like I need to gather myself to be ready for this. And then the other person experienced that as disconnecting, rejection. And that person put all of their plans on hold. They completely reverted back to a sense of hopelessness. See, this relationship brought a lot of hope. This relationship gave this person the feeling that anything is possible. And when that happened, because of this major inflow of emotion, passion, things were really just starting to move. A lot of things were starting to happen. And at the same time, cycles were not closing. And there was this need to just put the brakes on. And the person, so what I'm picking up is for the person who was free and ready to move in a positive direction in this relationship, they felt a deep sense of fear and they needed to pause to gain perspective. And the person who was supposed to close cycles so that they can move in conjunction with this other person, experience that as a rejection, not taking into account that I have cycles to close. And suddenly it was easier for them to believe that none of it was real. But that has created a whole new flow of energy here. There is a possibility and there is a desire with both parties for new beginning here. New beginning in love. Both of these people have spent time in a place that have brought them closer to themselves and closer to divine love and understanding what real love is. And that's what's pouring into this connection at the moment, and what both parties would like to experience now. At the base of all of this, and whatever's happened between the two of you that created this pause, or this, I'm just done. Because that's what I'm hearing, is codependence, which is very possibly what was very dominant in this connection. The commitment that was obviously there before you came along, and addiction, because I've got the devil here. Self-imposed bondage. This person went into this, I'm not going to go there anymore. I just need to take a time out from everything. I'm not even sure that any of this is real anymore. I give up. I give up on hoping. I just give up. And what that did was that forced them, and possibly with you stepping away, forced them into this space of major pause, rest and restoration, having to get still with themselves and be still with themselves, even though they tried possibly for a lot of distraction. That's why in the energy there, I'm seeing a lot of friends and a lot of people, a lot of chatter, a lot of communication around a lot of things. This person's felt incredibly lonely with you not being in their lives. What that has done is that has brought them to this, where they have started to release self-imposed bondage, which is brought to this energy of self-love, a desire for new beginning, passionate new beginning. And there is a courage, there is an energy, a passion for connecting with beautiful victory, where this person's work, the work that they've been doing in solitude, all of the thinking, all of the processing, all of the wrestling, even though that's been really, really ugly, is what I pick up, has brought them to this place of coming to meet with these powerful truths. And this person's faith is being restored once again. They feel there's this motivation that I'm sensing for them to move towards what it is they want. And I've got the Judgment card here, which is karma. This person is going to have an opportunity to, and you are going to have an opportunity to balance karma with this person. Whatever has been considered to be the giant or the beast that holds this person bound, they're moving into an energy of rising above that. Your strength at the moment is that your strength for this month is that you are creating and vibrating in such Beautiful independence. You don't need other people for your happiness. You don't need anybody else to make your dreams come true, your goals, your aspirations, whatever it is that you're wanting to bring to life this month. You have the ability, the passion to do that. You might be intimidating to this person because I'm getting that sense of there is the potential and they can see what they could build with you, but I don't get the feeling that they consider themselves to be an equal. I will clarify that. This other person that they are closing, that they're in the process of closing this, ending this commitment with, is doing this yo-yo thing with them and stretching out this much longer than they would like. It's starting to frustrate them. What they are hoping for is that the two of you, they're really, really hoping that, because at the moment when they see you, they see this fierce, independent, I don't need anybody. I'm gonna take what I want, and I don't need anybody to give me permission. It's this independent, fierce energy, and what you showed them before was this deep, loving, emotional availability, and that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping that they'll be able to connect it with that energy with you again, and that you guys will be able to get where you would like to be emotionally. What this person needs to realize, though, is that that wounding that they hold on to so desperately, as if it's their identity, keeps making this process so much more difficult for them than it needs to be. Please clarify. Ooh, let's see. So I'm seeing that your person wants to come in towards you, Gemini, and express new, passionate, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they plan to do. They really want to come in, but they're nervous about this. They're nervous about this, and it's very, very possibly because there were secrets before. They know that they kept things from you. You are very, very intuitive. Okay, this is the thing. This is why you make this person so nervous. You are highly intuitive. You know things. You knew that they were keeping things from you, and you called them out. They've seldom found you to be wrong, really, when it's come to your intuition and what you know. They've tried to make you wrong to make this whole situation easier for them, but deep down they know that you've not been wrong. The other thing, though, is that crossing you has led them to lots of difficulty. So they see you as this very, very powerful person that's very intuitive, and that it has a huge influence on anything that you focus your energy on. They've already gotten on your bad side, and they're really, really afraid to get onto your bad side again, or even more. That's what they're afraid of. This person kept things from you, tried to keep things from you, tried to omit certain things that really, really impacted you negatively, emotionally. And this person is not sure that they can trust you moving forward because they've wronged you. Also, they feel that they've burnt bridges with you. The trust that they had in you, they've ruined. And now they've got to come back. If they come back towards you, they've got to come back through a smoky trail, because they've burnt bridges here. It's dark. It's not clear. They don't know what they're going to get on the other side. That's what makes them nervous. They really, really want to come towards you, and they want to speak to you. They want to express this to you. In the past, they were on the spiritual journey. They were moving forward, but they were doing it very, very slowly. They needed to make a choice and they were just not making it. And that's what was happening here. And it was also, they thought they could shield behind their process and the work that they're doing and where they're wanting to get with it. And their spiritual journey, they thought they could shield behind that by allowing that to be the reason why they are lingering and lingering with their choice. That didn't end well for them. Let's take a look at this devil energy. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify this devil energy for us. Fortunately, this energy is moving out of the way now. Okay. The Lovers came out. Definitely strong twin flame energies I'm picking up here. It is also the Gemini card. So what this means is that what's happened in this time, that you've possibly not heard anything, and that you've been doing a lot of your own work, that you've been finding yourself processing and trying to come to terms with what this is and how you can be the best version of yourself. Someone here, either your person or you, now if you are the masculine and you are the one that's needed to close this commitment, it's possibly you. But if it's your person that needed to close a commitment in order to come towards you, then it's them. Okay? This person in the meantime has realized that this choice is not one that they get to make. They made this choice long ago. They are fully aware that there is a very, very strong connection here. There is a mirroring that they've come to realize. They've come to recognize. There is a realization of what this connection is and this constant pull. They realize that choosing you would have meant choosing themselves and loving themselves and doing what's best for themselves, and they made another choice. And in them moving towards self-love and towards what they consider to be true, it's helped them to release a lot of the self-imposed bondage. It's helped them to realize that what they've made really big in their lives, whether it's an addiction or a codependence, and what they thought they were so dependent on, they're not really. This person's grown in their relationship with themselves and in their understanding of who they are. And in that, it's brought them closer to realizing that you are, in fact, more than just a fling or a passing thing, you know. The Lovers for me is choosing that person that resembles the greatest part or the most beautiful part of who you are, that person that you meet and there's this resonance, because when you look at them, you see aspects of yourself that you've always known is there. Or when you're around them, you really like who you are, you love who you are. And when you're not with them, you just feel like the bright light that became your world is now suddenly gone. And you realize there's a deeper association to this relationship or connection than just a romance or an interest, you know. And that person actually was rooting for you. That person was rooting for your well-being and for you to make the best choice for yourself. And that person was showing you love. That's why they walk away. And someone that's codependent won't dare to walk away. They will feed into your mess and feed into it, and they will use it against you if they need to give them more leverage in the relationship. But this person didn't do that. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify the Six of Wands. Oops. Oh. Cards jumping. So, okay. What's led this person to this place where they feel and where they are connecting with victory, and they will have victory in their endeavors. What they've set out to do will come to pass. And even in their relationships and their friendships where their intentions have been good and the intentions towards them have not been of the best, they will have the upper hand, because they've been going through life death and rebirth cycles, and they've been allowing it to happen. They've not been resisting it. And this person is coming out of the hangman position. They've gained new perspective about all of this. Everything that's been going on, what they saw it before, what they saw it as before, and what they're starting to see it as now is different. That's why this person is going to have the upper hand in every situation in their lives. They are coming to victory. And I'm feeling like this is an opportunity for both of you to come to victory. I almost feel like you've already started to experience this, this connecting with your abundance and goodness and in life, you know. So this is for both of you. Because in your own capacity, you guys have been, Spirit has led you towards these death and rebirth cycles. You are not the same people that you were going in here, or since the last time you saw one another, or since this happened, whatever it is that happened that caused this pause. You're not the same people. You both have new perspective. You both have gone through ego deaths, and so victory's here. Justice is coming in for you. Justice is here. So wherever you have been wronged, or wherever you feel, and I've got I've got karma here, I've got the judgment card, and justice comes into place. So there, where people have been dealing with their karma, justice is coming to play. And so there, where you have been wronged, justice is arriving. And even with your person, whether it's you or your person, which you know how this fits, there's an opportunity for karma to be rebalanced, and justice comes out. If you also take into account if there is a separation that needs to take place here, and you are worried that things are going in a negative direction, keep your focus on the most positive outcome that you want. Focus on the best outcome for everybody here. That's what's going to happen. Justice is being served. Justice is coming in and making sure that everybody is treated fairly, and everybody gets what they need, gets what is theirs, and gets what they deserve. So you do not have to worry about that. Things are going to be going favorably this month. And Spirit is also saying to me that if things have not yet been finalized, it's whether it's expected or not, it's probably coming through this month. Okay, being finalized this month. Or whatever it is that's been holding things up, that is moving out of the way this month. What is happening with this person that keeps doing this juggling back and forth and yo-yoing? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. This person is finally surrendering. I've got the 10 of Swords. This person is accepting that the mind games, the push and pull, the resistance, they're finally accepting this for what it is. They feel like this has not served them. You know, holding on to a situation that you know does not serve you or the other person just because you have committed to a particular outcome exhausts you eventually. So this person has, and this, okay, so that also contributes to this, things finally being finalized. Whatever they've been holding on to, whatever they've been doing to try and draw this out longer than it should. This person's finally surrendering to the fact that this is done. And hopefully they can start to rebuild their lives and start to actually focus on the life they've come here to live, and to do the things they've come here to do, and to take and put themselves first. You know, when your focus is so much on holding on to something that is really, really not natural, or not flowing in the way that you want, then, and if there is codependence, as I've said before, then this person's focus has not been on themselves and their own growth. Even though they might have said it, it's really not been. It's been on your person how much longer will your person stay? And can I make them stay? And can I make them change their mind? And can I this and can I that? And they're finally surrendering. There is a hope here. Your person hopes that they are going to be able to finally move towards the horizon that they've been focusing on for such a long time, that almost seemed, they thought the ship would never come. The ship that would take them to you. They thought it might never come. They are hoping that you are still there when this is all over. Your person wants to come in with strong communication, clear communication. They've spent a lot of time thinking about you and the memories and fantasizing of what could be. But your person, if they come towards you in this month, you need to know that this person is not completely healed coming towards you. They still hold on to, they're coming to you with a symbolic sword still stuck in their hearts. This has not been easy for them, and they feel very, very sad, and they feel a lot of guilt about it. So this person, let's see what this is about. You know, sometimes we've moved on from things, but the resonance of it, you know, there's still residual memory of it. We still carry the guilt, and so we still feel like we should have the heartbreak. This person is still going to have to do healing, you know. So just keep that in mind. This is not going to be easy for them. They're not going to be coming towards you with... They're cutting things out here that they almost feel they're cutting away things that they've not allowed to fully die. You know, it's almost like it's still live, like the flesh is still alive when you cut into it. They want to cut it away, but it's like that extra limb. You don't need it, you don't want it, you want it gone. But it doesn't mean it's not scary to cut it away. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't have that the body doesn't experience the pain and a trauma and then feel like something's missing when it's not there. So there will still be a healing of the heart chakra. That is what they're going to be having to give most of their focus to, and on their money, because this person wants to be able to take care of you, but this person is leaving a situation and there's an energy of, I'm having to rebuild financially. So if this is you, Gemini, you know how it fits. Or it could be your person. I think I've told a clear story here. And this person is going to need to build strategically, slowly and surely. There will be no rushing into or rushing towards anything. I think for them, they will just be happy if they get to have you in their lives and get to know that you are there and that you love them unconditionally and you can support them without taking on the responsibility of anything that they need to do. But not expecting this rush into this next thing and that next thing and this next thing and that. It's difficult for me to explain. It's different for everybody. You know, it's like the sudden erase of anything that's been the past, and now let's just go traveling together and let's just do this, and as if we've just been born yesterday and here we are and we've met one another and let's run with this. This person still has things to heal from. So you need to know that if you come together in this month, and if you open up for the two of you to come together, that it needs to be without expectation, and there needs to be a strong level of patience. Okay. Gemini. That is your message for the month of June. I think it's a beautiful love message. I definitely see this person coming towards you with communication. They are nervous. They want to get their thoughts clear, but I see it happening. and things are closing where they needed to a while ago, but I suppose better late than never. So I hope that this message has really that you experience it or receive it in a good way, and that it has shed light on your situation and given you the guidance that you need for the month looking forward. It's all about love for you. I'm not surprised, because you did have the eclipse in your area of relationship, so there's been major shifts. Okay, if you do find that this message resonates, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see my upcoming videos. You know, I try and post as often as I can. I am very, very busy with reading, so please bear with me and with my other work. I'm also a single mom, so I have a lot to do. I try and do this as often as I can. But if you do find that it resonates and you want clarity into your situation, you're welcome to contact me for a reading. My email is in the description box below. And yeah, leave a comment if you want to